So much devastation. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we're really lucky that we don't live in an area around here where we get many tornadoes. If we do, they're cold core funnels, not the warm stuff like they see in the Midwest.
And not as much destruction, obviously.
That's correct, yeah. Although we did have the big one in April of 1972 in Vancouver. That is still the deadliest tornado west of the Rocky Mountains to this day. Kind of interesting right there in Vancouver.
Well, I guess what we're talking about now is snow.
Yes, and in fact, the government camp camera right now, Lisa, we're down to 31 degrees. They were in the mid to upper 40s. This is at about 3,900, 3,950 feet of elevation. So they've seen a 15-degree drop there this evening as the rain is now switched over to snow, and it's going to stay snow from about, well, even lower than 3,000 feet, in fact, coming up tomorrow night. Mount Hood Meadows had some rain today, then it switched back to snow, kind of in between things right now. Of course, the operations are shut down for the evening there. Live outside downtown Portland, if you stepped outside like I did on my dinner break tonight, you notice, it's chilly out there, some clearing skies as well. It's going to cloud back up later, so I don't expect the temperature to drop too much further tonight. Maybe into the upper 30s for daytime, or for overnight lows, I should say. As you can see, the dry time right here in the northwest part of the state over the Portland area. There's your scattered showers and snow levels coming down in the Cascades this evening. But there's more scattered showers behind that, some just coming onto the Washington coastline right now. Big upper level low out in the Gulf of Alaska, really carrying a lot of cold air out over the ocean. See all these little popcorn looking clouds? That's indicative of a very cold, unstable atmosphere. And that's going to be heading into the Pacific Northwest starting tomorrow and tomorrow night, and will continue to lower those snowfall levels. Now, this is rainfall through right now since midnight. 9/100ths in Vancouver, Portland Airport 14/100ths, Kelso about 1/10 of an inch, and Astoria, yeah, you're the winner out there at nearly 4/10 of an inch. Notice Salem South today didn't get any rain at all, so this is very much confined to the northwest part of the state, and very weak front that came through. Right before the front came through, the temperature spiked from about 53 up to 59, so that's going to be our daytime high for the day, even though most of the day was in the lower 50s, and now, of course, we're into the 40s now. All right, winter weather advisory is up from the National Weather Service in Portland from tomorrow morning 5 a.m. through Tuesday at 5. 6 to 12 inches of new snow expected above 3,000 feet, so that includes all of the resorts, the ski resorts, as well as government camp. That is good news because we're dealing with some of the weakest or least amount of snow in the snowpack, especially the snow water equivalent, in decades up there in the mountains, so we will take anything we can get. This is a good sign as well. We're going to dip the snowfall level even lower, and I've got my eye on Tuesday morning. Now, this is an updated graphic of the major models that we look at, the GFS, the NAM, the Euro, and the graph. These have actually backed off just slightly on the snow potential for Tuesday morning in the metro area. 0.2 inches, that's nothing. Zero on the graph, 0.2. I think it's a non-event, but you could see some snow mixed in with the rain, especially at higher elevations. This is a closer look, especially if you're out in Yakult, Amboy, east of Estacada, out towards Sandy. This would be early in the morning on Tuesday. I do not expect any sticking snow on the valley floor. All right, Futurecast, we'll roll this forward. It's a chilly day tomorrow with those passing showers. We get into overnight tomorrow night, and watch what happens. We get a little bit of clearing. If we get clearing and we've got moisture on the ground, here's 6 a.m. Tuesday, I would be concerned about slick streets. So you're going to want to get up a little earlier on Tuesday morning. Check in with Kelly. Coin 6 will be watching that for the potential for some slick streets. I don't expect to see any major snow-related issues, though, with this setup. All right, 7-day forecast. We'll call it showers on your Monday. Cooling down. Notice those high temperatures next couple of days only in the upper 40s. And it's the overnight low tomorrow night, right near freezing, so we'll be watching for that. And then a warmer and wetter system coming in Thursday, Friday. I'm going to bring some wind with it as well. Temperatures back up into the 50s.
All right, we'll take it. We've had a mild winter, relatively
speaking. We certainly have.
We are very lucky. Thanks, Steve. Well, coming up next.